while appealing whichever ones they want to appeal, and to demand the return of people unlawfully taken to El Salvador on that so-called plane full of gangbangers.
On behalf of America, for the idiots you have to deal with for what you're doing for us to improve our country. Second of all, my question is, what is your opinion on the Federal Reserve, and do you have any intentions of doing anything with them?
And the Fed! Yeah. I don't know. I always wanted to say that, you know. But I mean, I think there's like 20,000 people that work at the Fed. Seems pretty high. It's like there's a lot of people that work at the Fed, and it seems like, why do we have so many people at the Fed, and what do they do? And you know, sometimes I wonder which one would win. You know, the federal for interest rates, the board of the Federal Reserve, or a magic 8-ball. And I'm like, I think the magic 8-ball might win. You know. So then I'm like, well, magic 8-ball is a lot cheaper. So you know, it's like you shake it, it says check back again later. I'm like, okay. Same thing. But I think what really matters is that government spending is not far in excess of government revenue. That's a fundamental issue that we have, where we have a deficit of $2 trillion, and we have interest payments that now exceed the entire budget of the military. In fact, that was a big wake-up call for me, was when the amount of money that we pay in national debt interest exceeded the Defense Department budget. I'm like, the Defense Department budget is very big, and interest is higher than that and climbing. That's a disaster. You know, so the very simple, straightforward goal of the Doge team is to get rid of waste and fraud. It's mostly waste. It's or depending on how, you know, I'd say it's probably 80% waste, 20% fraud, something like that.
This is what jumped out at us. When we saw these numbers, we were like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, just this literally blew us away. Like, we went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident. And this isn't political, by the way. My parents are immigrants. Yeah, this country's been great to us. My brother and sister all born in Spain. I'm pro-legal immigration. This is not political. This is not political. This is about America and the future of America. And there are a lot of good people in the system that pointed this in this direction. I want to honor them right now, that work in the government today, who took risks to show us these numbers and tell us what's going on. Yeah. So I want to stop for a minute. I want to honor those people today. Very good people. Very good people. I have been from D.C. to Social Security offices to the border to track this down, and very good people have helped us along the way. I want to thank them.
Yeah.
This number, what this is when you come in the country, if you're illegal, there's a couple ways to come in. You come in through a port of entry, and you can tell them you're afraid, and they'll give you an asylum case. You'll get an interview, then you get in. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just go to the border. Literally, this happened. I talked to Border Patrol myself. Elon was there too. I went to Laredo, and I went to Bronzeville. Elon went to Eagle Pass. You walk up to a Border Patrol officer, and you tell them you want to come in. They have a couple of choices. They could charge you with a misdemeanor or a felony under 1325, or they can make it an administrative offense, like a parking ticket, basically. They were told to do that, make it an administrative offense under the last administration. And then you go walk across the border. They do what's called a release on your own recognizance, and they give you an NTA, notice to appear, which is to appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok, you'll see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people. Okay?
This is fundamentally a case of terrorism. It's wide-scale domestic terrorism with the purpose of intimidation, and it's harming innocent people. It's really terrible. And I think what we actually have to get to are the people who are organizing and paying for these attacks and protests. That's who we really need to go after, because the people who are actually throwing the Molotov cocktails, they are the foot soldiers. but we need to go after the generals, and we're going to do so. The president has made it very clear that we're going to go after those that are paying and organizing these violent attacks. And Attorney General Bondi has said the same thing. I believe that is exactly what will happen.
Do you know who they are?
We're coming for them.
Do you know who those generals are?
We know. We do.
Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures and Wall Street. A lot of stuff going on right now with the tariffs, market manipulations, what to do, your 401k, Social Security, still paying dead people, market meltdowns, volatility index, housing crisis on a cusp, single family homes still coming down, as well as multifamily. We are seeing levels that we've never seen before, where mortgage default rates are increasing, and the weakness in actually mortgage applications is also decreasing. We have construction lacking. All the indicators are there for a market meltdown, on top of tariffs that are going to be introduced this week. If you're watching this on Thursday, then that means yesterday we had the tariff meltdown day. So just bear with me there, because I do want to give a market update. And honestly, it's great to pre-record, because I can see if I'm looking foolish by Thursday, if anything pulls out. If not, then I'm either a fool or a genius. So you guys get to decide and make fun of me all you want. But all good. Hey, before I get started, let me just say that everything on this podcast is meant for education and information purposes only. I am not giving investment advice. Although I am a financial advisor, you need to seek financial advice from a licensed professional if you want investment advice. This podcast is not investment advice. And also, you can give us a call if you would like investment advice, 813-448-3446, or simply go to CortezWM.com and you can register there. Actually, book an appointment online, and we will call you. We will get you sitting right in front of this camera, same studio, and ask you some questions that you should be asking your advisor. Currently, right now, if you are in the stock market and the volatility is high, I had a conversation recently with a gentleman in Massachusetts. Lovely guy. Thank you for your support. And I had to ask him, Mr. Client, how much are you paying in fees? He goes, I think. Okay. How much is your mortgage? Well, it's, $2,800 a month. How much are your fees in your account? How much are you paying your advisor? I think X amount. And I had to ask him, my clients don't think, they know, they have confidence. And so going into this market meltdown that we're about to face, I can't stress enough. I can't show you any more leading indicators of everything that I've known, that everything that we see in the media, that the charts don't lie. I don't care what anyone says. The charts don't lie. There's so much turmoil, like what we say in the South, fixing to happen. There's so much turmoil that is coming down the pipe. And I know we've been saying this for a year or two. It's because it's been inflated. We understand that the Biden administration has completely blocked foreclosures. We understand it is proof in evidence. And there's articles out there from multiple sources that the Biden administration, the Wall Street Journal, has stated that the Biden administration was paying payments to FHA homeowners so that they wouldn't go into foreclosures. I don't know how many would be illegal immigrants, but you guys remember a few years ago when Kamala and stupid face Biden was actually giving away mortgages. If you're Latino, if you're Hispanic, and you didn't have a credit, you didn't have a job, you got a mortgage. It was like the Oprah Winfrey show. You got a mortgage. Hey, you got a mortgage. Oh, guess what? You're black. You're going to get a mortgage too. Oh, you're Asian. You're Hispanic. Yeah, you get a mortgage too. You don't have a job. Don't worry about it. One day you'll get it. The rich white man will pay for it. This is the victim card mindset, American crap that we built. And I'm telling you, it all boils down to masculinity. It all boils down to not standing up for what you believe in. This is why the Bible does not honor laziness. This is why the Bible talks about priesthood, being a man, literally having a core and a backbone and standing up for your family, standing up for your rights, standing up for your freedoms. Recently, I was in California and I was reminded, I'm from North Carolina. I'm from Fort Bragg, 82nd Airborne, Delta Force. Those are my dudes that I looked up to growing up. Those were my role models growing up. These guys were legit gangsters for our country. They would run. They would get up. Their boots would shine. They would do everything an athlete could do, and then they would do everything a martial arts person could do. They would do everything a bodybuilder could do. They would do everything that anyone could do and still fight for you and not get paid a ton of money. They did it because they loved it. They loved the freedom. They love the actual ability of what their fruit produces for our country. Freedom isn't free, man. Freedom is not free. And as we go into this new echelon of AI, let's not forget that they've taken God out of everything. All this means is they want to take God out of everything. They want to take God out of our schools. They do not even want you holding the American flag in your front Karen-based golf course community. They do not want you wearing an American flag on your t-shirt, on your grunt style t-shirt. They don't even want you wearing a Gadsden flag. Are you freaking joking me? The Gadsden flag is so stinking beautiful, man. Like the snake, the yellow flag with the snake has 13 scales on it, 13 rattles on it. And what it actually means is that there was 13 colonies. And it's so beautiful that the snake literally does not harm you if you don't tread on it. If you don't bother it, it will not harm you. But it also is deadly if you do mess with it. And that's why the Gadsden flag is so beautiful to me. It reminds me of my childhood of these men. They were just willing to go to Desert Storm. I mean, C-130s were flying over my home, and I was crying like an 8-year-old. Like I thought my dad was going to war. I thought we were literally getting bombed. I didn't know any better. The Gadsden flag means a lot to me. The Gadsden flag, the reason why it's a snake is because a snake can't move backwards. A snake doesn't move backward. It only moves forward. And that rattle represented the 13 colonies. And there was men and women that died for our ability to enjoy podcasting, for our ability to have internet on our phones, when other countries literally do not have this freedom and they shadow ban information. They don't want you to go out and have freedom of speech. There is communism out there that is real. And these freaking libtards don't understand how terrible it is. They want democratic socialism, which is freaking hogwash. Our troops, our women and men did not freaking die just to bring in socialism. Period. That is what's so beautiful about this country, is that we have a stock market with buyers and sellers. We have a stock market that literally can change the game. People invest. Even when we're in a recession, people still invest in America. It is time to really grip yourself, guys. And gold is not the answer. This is why I'm not a big fan of buying precious metals and saying, oh, we're going to win. No, that's cookie cutter stuff, man. Like, you can go buy precious metals. That's what the hedge funds want you to do, so they can scam you and literally pull the carpet underneath you. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't care who you listen to. I can name all the big names, but not on my podcast. And most of these people that sell gold and silver and offer it, they're not even licensed. So they don't even have your best interest at heart. I'm not anti-precious metals, as you guys know, but all you got to do is call Cornerstone. They're God-fearing, patriotic company here in America. They'll ship pure silver, pure gold to your home office or wherever you're located in America. And their number is 888-747-3309. Again, 888-747-3309. Their link is somewhere down in the description. You guys scroll through my links, America First Retirement Plan, CortezWM.com, Get Me Lean USA, and you'll see Cornerstone Asset Metals. Give them a click, give them a call. They're a great group of men and women that stand for what you believe in. And it's so important. It's so important to do business with people that you like and trust and that believe in what you believe in. Many of you have called me and you're with Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley, Edward Jones, and they're all this freaking DEI, LGBT stuff. I'm like afraid come June, the websites are going to turn into a gay manifestations of a satanic convoluted version of the rainbow flag. The rainbow has 7 colors, not 6. But these financial institutions, such as Fidelity and Athene and all these companies, they want to promote 6 colors come June. But they won't give us a month for the veterans. They won't give us a month for straight God-fearing dads. They won't give a month to a godly Proverbs 31 woman. They've taken God out of everything, man. This is what Satan does. He knows if he can attack the masculinity of a man, make him soft, he can destroy generations. I'm talking about 10,000 people at a time. Just one father. This is why masculinity is so important. This is why I get disgusted when I see men not showing up for their kids. When I see men not literally doing anything for their wives or their family or providing or protecting and being passive. Not our listeners. Not our listeners. They don't do that. Our listeners are awesome. Our listeners take charge. They get in shape. They do what they got to do. They take responsibility. They don't have victim mindsets. They don't blame others. They take as many faults as they can and they change and they make it happen because they have the fear of the Lord in them, because the Holy Spirit transforms them, because they have the ability to do all things which Christ straightens them, because they are the head and not the tail, and because they believe that we are more than conquerors, because they tithe Malachi 3. They have those tithing rights. This is how powerful this is, guys. Like the masculinity of yourself and your relationship, your faith pillar is why you can succeed in the financial markets. It's why you can succeed in your marriage and in your family, in your fitness. I've already talked about amazing peptides. I've talked about getmeleanusa.com. You literally can go there, spend a few $100, get the peptides to help you lose weight, walk every day twice for 15 minutes, eat your protein of the weight that you want to be in grams. And look, I'm not no fitness coach. I just know what works. And walking twice a day for 15 minutes, movement, muscle, and meals. If you can literally have your macros down to where you're eating your protein and reducing your caloric intake and go into a caloric deficit every single day, you will lose weight. You will get in shape. I am a living testament of that. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm also taking Get Me Lean USA products. Amazing stuff. You can share it with your friends and family. You can click the link below. And there is a business side to it if you want to share with it. But amazing stuff. I only support God-fearing, America First companies that are good for you. So I'm not really getting paid to advertise. It is 100% commissions. It's 100% revenue performance based. So we definitely need your help. Go to getmeleanusa.com and support our show and support your journey to empowering your own transformation. So amazing opportunity there. I believe it's going to be like the Tesla of the natural based peptides. So you want to get involved early. But more importantly, just going into the markets real quick. So check it out, guys. We are looking at the VIXI. volatility index is here to come. You understand that volatility, when it comes, that's when the market goes down. Right now, we got a buy signal, March 28th. It is now April, and this is not Fool's Day. I mean, this is not an April Fool's joke. This is literally the last trading session in March, and we're going to April Fool's, and we have a buy signal here on the volatility index. Remember, the buy signal, a buy on the VIX means that there's going to be market volatility. Fear and greed will be up. So this is a great investment. Of course, you can't buy the volatility index unless you buy the ETF that tracks the index, and that is called VIXI. So when we own VIXI, we have the ability to make money when the stock market crashes. When it goes up, we just don't make money when it's sideways. And lately, it's been sideways for a while. And this has actually been coming down because the stock market's been going up. So it has an inverse relationship. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a little break and restart the actual podcast. Today is April 2nd. So when I started this podcast, it was April 1st, Fool's Day. But I wanted to come back today because today there was supposed to be a massive meltdown. There was supposed to be hysteria. The tariffs are starting today. And I wanted to actually see the markets and what they're responding to because this is so important that all this hype, all these fear and greed really doesn't mean anything till you look at the charts. Like I've said millions of times, I don't care about people's opinion. I care about the charts. Nothing else matters. The charts don't lie. And so why I wanted to wait and split this one up is so that we can see the actual markets moving based on the tariffs, based on what really is the sentiment, because there's so much stuff going on right now.
Well, what's happening with the market right now is pretty crazy. The stock market is crashing, and a lot of my clients are asking me why. Why? The U.S. government owes $36 trillion. This is how much money is owed. Out of the $36 trillion, $9 trillion of it is due for refinance. So the government has to refinance $9 trillion worth of debt in 2025.
What the f is going on here?
And what the government is trying to do, Elon Musk and President Trump, and what they're trying to do is cut spending and increase productivity so that we can offset the deficit from 2 trillion to zero. And when we get to zero, inflation will stop. You create uncertainty into the market, you scare people. The masses buy bonds, it lowers the bond rate, and when the rate drops, you refinance this $9 trillion of debt. And when you refinance, the payment goes lower, so the $2 trillion deficit shrinks.
All right, guys. So just wanted to get back in the groove and actually redo this on part 2 of this week midweek podcast because there was a lot of anticipation going into today. So I wanted to record today so we can show you, hey, it really doesn't matter about all the hype. And how many times have you heard from Q or from X22 or all these podcasters say, or BitChew or whoever you listen to saying, hey, the market's going to go down. They're going to crash the stock market. The dollar's collapsing. Oh, man, we have to buy this and buy that. And then next thing you know, you look at it and the stock market's going up. You remember when Joe Biden got instilled? The dollar was supposed to crash. What did it actually do? It skyrocketed. You see, this is what mainstream media does. They get you to believe in one thing as a psyop. Just because you're on the right conservative side does not mean you're not subject to a psyop. You understand that, right? It's not just the left people that are demented. It's also people on the right. And they know that, and they will continue to manipulate you. And this is why I say you do not invest with your feelings. You don't invest with your political mindset. You will get chopped up just like today. So I don't worry about this, man. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It's what the chart says. The charts don't lie. And so when we look at the charts, then we can formulate our own opinion. It's like having an opinion of God without reading the word. But yet We got a lot of atheists here. We got a lot of people that think and know what Christianity is all about. And they never picked up the scripture. They never asked the Holy Spirit into their heart. They never had a conversation with God. They never done anything for the kingdom. They never given an ounce of tithe. And this is a perfect example of what I'm about to show you right now. The stock market was supposed to collapse today, guys, according to all these people. Oh, the Trump tariffs is here, blah, blah, blah. And I told you last year, when Trump gets in, they're going to crash the markets on Trump. Not my opinion, just kind of like what the cycle has done, because the cycle's been going on for 24 months now, and the average bull run is 2 years. So something is going to happen. And we just can't get involved in all this hysteria. So if we look at the actual charts here, here's gold. How many people say, oh, you got to buy gold now? Go buy gold, buy gold. And I've already given the number to Cornerstone. They're great guys. I would reach out to them. If you want to buy gold and precious metals, they're one of the best. They'll ship right to you. But this isn't a gold commercial, guys. This is just to let you know, hey, what is gold doing? This is XAU versus USD. So this is the actual Forex market. I can go to the actual gold spot, which is the same thing. Gold versus US dollar. So yeah, the charts are the same. Also, if you are holding the paper gold, GLD, that's correlated to gold. It's at, 283 and some change. And yeah, we have a buy signal back all the way in January. So yes, gold is taking off. I don't think it's the hottest stock right now, but also I want to look at ES1, which is the S&P 500, or we can just say SPX. Yeah, we'll do XPX. So the death cross is there. We got red lights coming in. We have momentum declining. We have a little bit of divergence here. So whenever we have this divergence and prices coming down, death cross hitting the 200-day moving average, volatility index is at 21. It's over 20. It's over 18, actually. So it's going to be high. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a market meltdown. I don't like using the word crash, because what is the definition of a crash? Is it 20%? Is it 25%? Is it 30? Is it 35? Well, it could crash. Well, but definitely right now, the momentum, the projection is going down. And all my indicators are saying this puppy is going down. So here is the S&P 500. Let's see here. Look at crude oil. So, all right, the tariffs are coming. Let's look at crude oil. This is a 1 hour. This is my day trade chart. Yeah, so it looks like crude oil is doing well. So gas prices should be going up just alone this week. And we've hit this resistance level. I'm sorry, this support level. And we're hitting the top of this moving day average on our Keltner channel. And it will bounce back, but it looks like, on a daily, on a 4 hour, we're going to probably blow past this. So 71, it could be $73 a barrel. So we'll keep an eye on that, on crude oil. Now, for those of you that have been following me the past few weeks, I'm bullish on SPXS. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. Going there right now. So here is SPXL, which is 3 times the S&P 500. And last week we showed a death cross forming on SPXL, meaning the market's going to go down. So this is 3 times leverage. So right now, not a good time to buy SPXL if it's going down. SPXS is if you're trying to make money off a market correction, I would look at SPXS. Again, this is not investment advice. Everything on this podcast is for information and education purposes only. If you would like advice on what to do with your investments or your retirement, give me a call, 813-448-3446. You can visit us at cortezwm.com. I will have to say this. I am the #1 financial advisor in the country in the truth movement space, in the podcast space, in the conservative space. I mean, we get the calls all the time. Like, we are in different networks now. We're on Roku, we're on DirecTV, we're on multiple platforms, and there is a waiting list now. So call now and definitely get your spot in to have a conversation about your retirement. The markets are melting down, and we want to help as many God-fearing patriots as we can. We are not subject to state lines. So if you're in America, I can help you. I just can't really do Hawaii, New York. I can still help, but it can be difficult. But if you're in Hawaii or New York, just know that I do have some restrictions. But you have to give us a call, 813-448-3446, if you would like some help. So SPXS is the short version. It's shorting the market. So this will actually make money when the market goes down. So we have a blue cross here, meaning this is going to come over our 200-day moving average. We have a massive checkpoint here where it goes over the 200-day moving average, comes back down, comes back up. Our traffic indicators showing that, hey, there is a release, there is a loss of momentum short term, but typically when these turn green, we will see some more explosion, some more upright patterns, I would say. Volatility is high, so I really like this right now for a trade. I mean, this is not a long-term deal. This is for something that if you believe the market is going to correct itself, then now will be the time to get in. Again, what I like about this is that it actually goes to treasuries. It'll buy a treasury fund if the stock market decides to go down. That way you're not losing your tail, but that's only on a portion of the portfolio. The actual ETF will lose money when the stock market goes up. So be very cautious. This is not something you get into if you can't handle the swings. I'm talking about good 10, 20, even 30% swings because this is leverage 3 times and you could lose money in this. So do not put retirement funds in. This is money for discretionary money that you can afford to lose. However, this is a great trade if you're looking to make a ton of money off a stock market collapse. It actually puts you in a different mindset, like to wake up and say, hey, the stock market's going down and we're making money. Like it does something to your psyche. It like puts a smirk in your mouth. Like you hear the news, oh man, there's a war, there's a collapse happening, there's a financial collapse, and it's not like you're wishing for bad. You just know the bad is about to come. And you're actually being a steward and profiting from it. Like we all know they're trying to track, trace, and control us. There's going to be some resistance there. The banks are in the crap hole. We'll pull up KRE. We have so much debt as a country. They keep on refinancing, and then the government's spending their own money that they're printing out of thin air, and it's causing hyperinflation. Doesn't matter if Trump or stupid face is in, whoever. It's going to happen. It is the government that actually does not have your best interests at heart. So what do we do? What do we do, Carlos? Well, we got to position our assets where we're either protecting our assets with green money, or we're able to make money on the red money side or yellow money side and make money off a collapse. You see, most people that call me, they only make money 33% of the time. They only make money when the market goes up. Fortunately for them, 74% of that time, the market does go up. But there's a good 25, 26% of that time where it takes 4 to 6 years to recuperate that you're not making money. And it's during those bear market cycles is where the winners are separated from the losers. And what I mean by that is time. It's not really smarts. It's just time, mindset, and risk management. And so we have strategies that can help you navigate through this market volatility. And yeah, shorting the market is actually a pretty good strategy right now, short term. We are going into a headwinds, guys. And I'm just showing you where the money is flowing. I would be saying the same thing. If Biden was or Kamala was in office and the market was going up, I would be saying the same daggone thing. Now it's time to invest because they're pumping it, making it look good for her. Whatever it is there's manipulation. It has nothing to do with your political affiliation. It has nothing to do with what you believe. This is the dollar doesn't have any feelings. It's like the guns, right? The guns has no feeling. It's the person that's pulling the trigger. So it doesn't matter what color it is. You remember the hatred that AR-15s got? Oh, it's big, black, and bold, and we got to ban these AR-14s and these high caliber majigandingers called rifles. And I'm like, have you ever seen a 30-06 or a deer hunting gun? Like the caliber on that bad boy is a lot bigger than a 223 or a 5.56. Like, what are you talking about here, libtards? You're banning a rifle. Okay, so they can trick out a deer hunting gun just like they can trick out an assault rifle as well. So it's funny how they want to blame the gun and not the person. So, and look, I'm pro gun. I love my guns. I actually went to crazy. I went to California in the mountains to do some firearms training recently. Just signed up for a second class in the mountains. And there's actually some really cool conservatives out there that are from the military that fought for our country. And they're just in the mountaintops enjoying freedom. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah, here's some pictures of us doing some training there. It looks like Hezbollah or some terrorist group, but no, we're a bunch of God-fearing businessmen that are personally challenging ourselves. So, but yeah, I say that because the markets are the same way. The markets will make you think this is going to happen, and it really doesn't. So you saw what happened to gold. Let's look at IWM. So yes, market's going down. We see more projections there. Okay, that's the Russell 2000. Oh, let's look at our baby QQQs. Yep, QQQs are going down, which is the what? The NASDAQ. So the opposite of NASDAQ is SQQQ. So this is like a SPXL. It makes money when the NASDAQ goes down. Now, I want to be very, very cautious with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ moves quickly. It is violent. Like this is the index that moves. This is technology based. So be very careful. If you're going to buy SQQQ, just know that this is a very temporary trade, and you could lose money, a ton of money, if you stay in it too long. However, you can make a ton of money if you time it right. And right now, it is a great time to buy. Again, not investment advice. I'm just letting you know for information purposes only. This is a blue cross here, which signals that we're getting a golden cross. So even at this price point, the SQQ would be a great time to buy. And this is on a daily. This is a 4-hour. There's a golden cross here on a 4-hour. If you're trying to trade it, obviously by the time you watch this, it'll be too late to trade. But yeah, this is a really, really good chart. I like the daily and the weeklies for podcast audience, but just give me a call, guys. Like I can give you more insight on when is a good time to get in and out of these trades. And yeah, for a fee, I could help set you up. That fee is discretionary based on your current situation, but I'm definitely willing to help you out. All you gotta do is give us a call, 813-448-3446. So this is SQQQ. Now, for those of you that are in the interest rates game like I am, there's TMF. I like TMF. I'm getting some positive feedback here. We got another golden cross that just formed April 2nd today. So today's will be a great day for buy. Interest rates are going down, guys. Like That's huge. So what TMF does, it basically follows TLT, which is a 20-year treasury. TLT is a safer way to buy the treasuries. This is basically no leverage at all. It's a 20-year treasury, and we had a buy signal back in March, and it's going up right now. So we have nothing but green bars. This is on a daily, so it's very safe to say that by the time that you watch this, this will be a good indicator that it will be a good time to buy. So this is my predictable software that helps me determine based on all these indicators, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. It takes in 1,000 different market scenarios, and utilizing AI, it helps me predict what the market's doing. Of course, it's not a guarantee. It is like a Monte Carlo. There is no guarantees in this. This all involves risk, and I could be wrong, and I will admit when I'm wrong. But to have these tools available for your financial advisor is impactful. Like, this is what I do. Like, to have the ability to look at the markets and tell a client, yeah, I don't like that stock, or I don't like that ETF. Oh, it's going down. It's going sideways. Actually, it's a good time to buy it. It's a good time to sell. Like, you should be having those conversations. Your advisor, maybe not with you, but with the money managers. And I personally trade every single day. So this is fun for me. Now, is your advisor doing the same thing? I want to make sure that you have the tools going into this market correction when basically to get out from the bottom and get in the bottom. So TMF is, and for those of you that have been following me for a minute, I bought the 100 calls here. I know we're very, very far away from 100, but for those of you listening for the first time, we've been on several different networks. This is a good portfolio insurance policy. It's not green money, but it's just a safety measure to make money off of lower interest rates. So this hit over 453 back in 2020 when interest rates were low. This was skyrocketing. Now, obviously, interest rates rose and the bond market crashed, but we also are here at 48, I believe. And yeah, so we have a great opportunity to get in, buy the call options at 100. Of course, with call options, you lose your money, what you put into a call option at 100 strike price for next year. I like the January or February of 2026. And we have all this time to hope that interest rates do go down. And when they do, this will start to creep back up. And hopefully they cool down inflation by lowering interest rates. And when they do, then this will pop very, very nicely. People will start buying homes again. Prices of homes will go down. Mortgage applications will go up. People will just be into real estate. Car notes will get refinanced. Credit cards could be settled. Banks could write off so much stuff. Like, the economy will start to expand in a way that it's healthy. So we'll see. Do not buy TMF if you don't think interest rates are going to go down. You will lose money. You will basically lose money. So I like TMF. I think it's a great spot to be in right now. I bought it over here when it was closer to 50, and it just stayed sideways. Actually lost my. I'm down about 20% in my TMF calls. But I'm hanging into them. Like, I knew it will be a year-long trade. I said that going in. And so right now we could see another year of stagnant sideways pattern. I don't want to say growth, but do not get into TMF and buy call options next year if you're not willing to go the full 12 months. Don't do it. But if you have the patience and you want to allocate to TMF, then this is going to pay extremely well when interest rates do go down. So I already showed you how high this thing could go. I mean, you're buying low and you're selling high. It's that simple. But yet we forget that we should do that. We let our emotions, we let our politics, we let our view, our own understanding get in the way. And so this is why the Bible says, my people suffer from a lack of knowledge. Isn't that the truth? So we got TMF for you Tesla fans, okay, let's see where we're at with Tesla. Been pretty violent here. It's a 4-hour. So yeah, we had a death cross on Tesla, went down, but we're getting a lot of people buying it right now. So we're seeing a jump in price. Let me go to my daily. So same thing on a daily. We see a lot of people just like buying. So right now it's actually a good time to buy, to get in. Again, not investment advice, but we're seeing a lot of people take advantage of these prices because we were basically in September 24 levels right now. And before that, we were in July 22nd levels. And before that, we were in September 21 levels. So if you can see the natural cycle of Tesla, it is just violent. Just violent. So we need these healthy drawdowns. And so whenever it does a drawdown, you see people just scooping it up and coming back up. Drawdown, people scooping it up, come back up. Draw down here. We got all these investors popping it, and it actually created so much momentum, created an all-time high back in 21. Corrected itself, went ultra low, 145, and people bought in. So that's what we're seeing here, a natural cycle of just call it whatever you want to call it, tariffs, Elon Musk, haterade on him, whatever you want to call it. So right now we're at low was 242, and we should get a bounce back up here, or maybe just maybe we get a little head fake here. Could just get a little head fake there and then come right back down to 153 area. That would be amazing. But also, for those of you that like Tesla and want to trade it, you can look at TSLL. And this is double the leverage of Tesla. Yep. So here's a death cross here. Same. It's a lot cheaper. It's only 16 a share. So you could buy this and literally track Tesla 2 times its leverage. And this is traded on the NASDAQ, guys. So it is going to be volatile. But here's the deal for my clients that are retirement clients. Long-term, QQQ is going to be the fuel that you are going to be able to take advantage of the AI. Look, they're talking about human or transhuman agenda. They're talking about this for a while. I've been saying this is coming, and it's here. Now we're starting to see like memes and videos of people like, I know it's a joke right now, and these are memes, but they're talking about robots and creating babies through a transhuman versus a real human, and creating this hybrid. And so you see these videos of just like these robotic, weird AI-based humans, like these hybrids. And this is what they want to do to us. Like, this is what Satan wants to do. He wants to play God. He wants to control what kind of babies you have. He wants to take the father out. Like, this is already in the books. So it's coming. The NASDAQ is going to benefit from technology. So what I want to say is that your retirement probably has some NASDAQ allocation. If you have the internet in your portfolio, anything technologically based, you probably have the NASDAQ. And so what you're doing is you are legit buying technology and taking all the risk. So imagine having an account where we simply never had losses. So you make all the upswings here, market goes down here, you get locked in every single year. So that would be like, let's say January to December. And come January of 19, you get another lock here. Another year, you get another lock here. That's a good 30% gain. And then boom, another January over here, you get a lock. Your profits are locked. And then another year, your profits are locked. Market crashes, you stay level. Imagine having an account like that. Again, get my little drawing board here. You stay level. Markets are going down. You get a lock here. Nothing happens. You lose nothing. You gain nothing. But your reset starts here, and you're getting all of this upswings, and you get a lock here. Market goes up again. You get another lock. Market goes up again. You get another lock. Up. Market crashes. You stay level. Like my line actually grows faster than the NASDAQ itself. And so what we do with Green Money Solutions is we have the ability to track an index like the NASDAQ, make 100% of it with no fees and no risk. Your portfolio will grow with the NASDAQ. Doesn't matter what happens to AI. Doesn't matter what happens to the economy. If the NASDAQ is not growing, we got bigger issues than money that not even gold or precious metals could help you out with. Yes, gold and precious metals are a great trade, but what are you going to do with your precious metals? Eventually, you're going to have to turn them into gold, or to the dollar. Same thing with this account. At least you're able to lock in your gains and not have any risk to your portfolio. I've already showed you the manipulations of precious metals. Like I showed you a lot of it over the past year. But green money, having contract law, helps you protect your assets. You're already in the stock market. You might as well have bumper rails so that you have a professional instructor showing you how to throw strikes every single year and getting those returns locked in. Like this is mathematically one of the sexiest things you can do with your portfolio. To have the ability to grow with technology, to grow with AI, to grow with the economy, and never, ever, ever losing a penny and not even paying the fees. Like this is massive, guys. They didn't have this on Wall Street when I was growing up. They don't have this in the banks. They try to mimic it, but they didn't have it. The banks haircut it out. They don't have these products available. Sometimes they don't even have it available in your state. I've worked very hard to find carriers that actually will work with work with an index that will give you the right type of return. So give me a call if you're interested, 813-448-3446, or visit us at cortezwm.com. You can also go to greenmoneysolutions.com and have the ability to protect your principal. While the index does its thing, it's going to go up, down, sideways, but it doesn't matter. Your principal is protected. This is great for IRAs. This is great for money that you have in the bank. Don't even get me started with the bank failures and that whole process. You're backing up by contract law, insurance contract law. So give us a call or visit us at greenmoneysolutions.com. I'm here to help. Anyways, I actually wanted to share a nice verse I had in my heart. Very, very simple. The Gospel of Mark. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love the Lord God with all your heart and with all your soul and with your mind and with all your strength. March 12:30. I know that's a cliche Bible verse, but what I love about it is, are we truly loving? Are we emphasizing the importance of loving God wholeheartedly by being mindful of our own soul, our own strength, so that we can gain our own strength and our own mindset through loving God? Like that is the most powerful thing ever. Like your mindset will shift as soon as you start to have a relationship with Christ. I promise you, your mindset will completely be transformed. The Holy Spirit will recalibrate, renewing of the mind, like it says in Romans 12. So if you haven't done that, it is my honor to tell you that I'm a sinner as well. And I cannot live without the blood of Jesus Christ in my heart. I pray every day. It's not a religion. It is simply a relationship. And you will fail. You will fail and you'll make mistakes, and that is okay. There's so much stuff out there that the enemy is there every single day to kill, devour, and destroy through your marriage, through masculinity, through your money, through your sickness, your health, in every way possible. So he creeps up in every day, and you just gotta pray that demon out. And so it's my prayer that you put your armor of God on through scriptures, get connected with the Lord, and that you can love your God with all your heart and with all your soul. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, support our sponsor if you want to start losing weight and feeling great. Go to getmeleanusa.com. Great peptides here from naturally from our earth, here in America, made for you. Basically, American great company that's full of faith, and I totally support them. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe on our Rumble channel on Scriptures and Wall Street. We want to help our God-fearing patriots as well. And I'll see you this weekend. Bye.